Empezar la economía en España, porque ha anunciado medidas el gobierno de Pedro Sánchez.
Destacando sobre todo el impuesto de hasta el 100% sobre las propiedades que compran aquellos que no son residentes a la Unión Europea.
Esta es una medida inédita en nuestra historia de nuestro país, pero...
You have probably heard about the latest news here in Spain, and right now you're probably thinking, what the heck is going on in Spain, and what the heck is the Spanish government doing right now? And yes, I'm talking about the 100% tax rule for non-EU buyers. This is a proposed rule from Pedro Sánchez that if you buy a property for 200,000 euros, you would have to pay 200,000 euros in tax. That means you will pay in total 400,000 euros for a property that costs 200,000 euros. That's not only crazy, that's also very, very So in this video I'm going to tell you all about it, all about the latest updates, about this rule, how it will affect you, how it won't affect you, who it will affect, should you be concerned, should you invest now, is now a good time to buy property in Spain considering all this fuss about 100% tax, rental licenses. Is this the end of Spanish property market, or is it just another great opportunity to buy right now and capitalize on all the chaos? Let's find out. Okay, so we now know about the proposed rule from Pedro Sánchez. 100% tax for non-EU buyers who is not a resident in Spain. That means if you're from the UK, you're from the US, you're from Canada, you're from Thailand, or whatever it is which is from non-EU countries, the proposed rule, as he proposed it, will affect all those countries. So that means you will have to pay 100% tax off the property price. Let's start by looking at the reason. Why is the government proposing this rule? Why do they want to do it? What's the reason behind it? Because keep in mind, Pedro Sánchez was holding many hours of a speech from the government, and only a small part of that longer speech, it was only maybe 1 minute about that many hours long speech he had. I think it was 3 hours or something. It was only 1 or maybe 2 minutes dedicated to this new rule that about the 100% tax. That's why it's been a lot of confusion. It's not any details about it, what will happen, why is he doing it, but there are at least something we can consider, and the reason why he is going to do it. Not only the last couple of years, in fact the last decades. Since 2008, the financial crisis hit very, very hard on Spain, and the property prices were decreasing at that time, maybe around 40-50%, maybe even 60% in many places. It was a completely chaos. The prices went down and people were evicted, and it was a complete mayhem in Spanish property. So the financial crisis in 2008 hit very hard. So we need to look at the history to be able to understand what is happening today. So from 2008 and then 2010, 2011, it was starting to go up. The prices were increasing steadily. And then since then they have been increasing slowly but surely over the years. And since COVID hit, COVID-19, there was a lot of instability in the market as well, unpredictable, let's say it that way. But no one foreseen that the prices were going to increase even more after COVID-19. So that's been happening since 2020. The prices have been increasing even faster than before. In fact, it's going up so fast that the Spanish people have not able to afford to buy their home. So the prices are going up in an extremely fast pace all over the country. This also highlights how fast the prices in Spanish property is going up. So even though the government and the restriction and the uncertainty, the prices are steadily increasing over the years, so much that the government is doing implementations like this. This highlights how good of an investment it is to buy Spanish property. I've been doing it for years, so should you. If you're considering buying property in Spain, you should do it because the prices will continue to increase and people will always come to Spain because of the tourism, the beaches, the food, the lifestyle. That will never change. So if you're considering buying a property, I am myself a real estate agent, a property advisor. I'm the founder, the owner of Revenue Real Estate. We sell exclusive properties, investment opportunities, and high-end rental properties. So if you are considering buying a property, a good investment opportunity, I cover the coast of the whole Costa Blanca and Costa del Sol, two of the most desired places in Spain. So if you're considering it, I can help you. Schedule a call down below and we'll talk more about it. Now, let's continue. So now let's look at the bigger picture here. So out of 600,000 properties which are sold each year, only 4.5% of those properties are sold to non-EU buyers. And this represents only 0.1% of all the properties in Spain. Real estate and tourism is the backbone of Spanish economy. So by proposing laws about the tax and tourist rentals and rental licenses, it's a very unwise decision from the government. And after hearing about this proposed new law, you might have thinking, could this even happen to all European countries? Could it come to that level that maybe even no foreigners can buy Spanish properties at all without paying 100% tax? The answer to that question is very simple, and it's absolutely not, because the European Union has a very strict tax law to protect property and avoid discrimination. So, will this measure even work? All the experts say no, because the reason behind the property prices increasing so fast is not because of the non-EU property buyers. And we also need to consider that in any healthy economy, the property prices are increasing and following inflation. So that means normally 3-4% yearly increase in property prices are in any healthy economy. So we need to keep that in consideration as well. This proposal needs to be approved by the Congress, and many speculators are saying that this is very unlikely that will get approved. Many see it as discrimination, and even if it does pass, it likely won't take effect until 2026. It's very unlikely that it will, but if it will, for some magical reason, it won't happen before 2026. So the takeaway here is that we are in very early stages. I can understand your concern. Many people are concerned because of this, but me personally, I'm not concerned. As an entrepreneur and an investor, you need to be adapting to the market, to the new regulations, to the new laws. Where there is will, there is a way. It's more about your mentality and your attitude, and there will always be a solution to a situation like this. But in my opinion, I'm not worried, because I think it's highly unlikely that it will get approved. But if you are considering buying property in Spain and you are a non-EU resident, you have been thinking about it for some time now, you have been looking at some properties, been traveling to Spain, you enjoy the Spanish lifestyle, the Spanish food, the sun, the climate, the beaches, and everything the Spanish culture has to offer, and you have been thinking about buying a Spanish property, maybe this year you should buy it before 2026, in the case that it would happen. Because if you buy this year before this new rule would be applied, if it would, I don't think it will, but if it would, you can still buy this year without that 100% tax. And then you can have that property for a long time, and you can sell it in the future or just keep it. But now is definitely the time to buy, considering this law. And I also think that many people are thinking like that. So people will now start to buy this year. I think my prediction about 2025 is now actually, because of this, people will buy even more. We will see an increase property buyers in Spain. People will be rushing to buy, the people who have thought about buying. And that means the prices will increase even more. That's also another reason why this measure won't even work. But if that's the case, you should buy as well. I can sell you any new built property in Costa Blanca and Costa del Sol. I can find you an investment opportunity if you want to rent it out. We are always up to date on local regulations, on the newest update. We will help with all the licenses, with the renting out process, take care of your property, the whole purchase process, and find the best property suitable for you. If it's your primary home, if it's an investment, if it's both, you want to have it as a vacation home and you also want to rent it out, we manage the rental process and do everything for you. In my opinion, now is the time to buy. You shouldn't wait because the prices will only go up, and as you can see, it might be more difficult to buy in the future. If you're not buying this year, it might be more expensive and difficult in the future. Comment down below. I will answer all of the questions down below, or I will answer them in a future video. Like the video, follow the channel because I release one new video every single week. Stay up to date on the newest investment strategies, how to buy, the newest updates, and this channel is all about buying, selling, investing, and how to make money with it. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.